If you are fortunate enough to be smart enough to be in this fucking room right now, please do not do what so many of my homies from tech in 2006, 7, and 8 do to me, which is reminisce and are sad that they did not take full advantage of their pole position in where the world was going. There's a lot of people in this room that are so desperate for acceptance of like, this is real and all these kind of things, like this is gonna be, and spending so much time trying to convince somebody of the legitimacy or the seniority or the sophistication of the space without realizing that they should be spending 100% of their time on the end consumer and building their advantage. Literally the only other time I remember ever giving a keynote that feels like this was when I spoke at Web 2.0 in 2006 and 7 in the internet world. Every single person in this room, since you're here, there's no doubt in my mind that you are going to kill it. And that's what I want to talk about today. When I would ask the question of how many people have been into tech or things of that nature, in 2006, it just looked like this. You guys are cooler and there's a little more swag, but it's the same fucking faces. It's the OGs in the game that understand exactly what is about to transpire over the next half decade and decade, but more importantly, for all the good that dollars and all these other things come out, the more time that you have planting your flag and establishing your brand and building a relationship with the end consumer, the more leverage you have, period. You need to build brand equity. It's about brand equity. As a collective, these very early days are super important. The biggest mistake that so many of you will do today is not network with other people at this place. Get out there and network. People are the people that are gonna help you. I'm actually saying that for the people that are sitting at the top 10 and 20% in this space right now. Mark Zuckerberg asked me to set up having lunch with Kevin Rose, the founder of Dig.com at the time, because that was the alpha player in the space at the time. There are fancy people here walking around like they're big shit because they just raised some money or they got a couple dollars in their pocket, and they don't realize the person that wants to say hello to them is gonna be their fucking boss in 6 years. Because we are going through a gold rush of branding. In the old days, to become a brand, you needed a lot of mainstream media attention. But now, if you get talked about enough in all these social webs, blogs, you can get there. You can build your brand. Everybody here has to shift from crying, and that's what a lot of you are doing. Wah, wah, Instagram and Facebook and Google aren't taking my money. Nobody gives a fuck about your tears. Stop crying about what you can't do and start figuring out what you can do. If you're pumping out good shit, people will follow. Understand how many options we do have. If you're in this space, even if you're a brand or if you're a grower, your permission to be the media company of this space is there. AKA, every fucking person in this room needs to start thinking about their podcast yesterday. Every single person in this room needs to be thinking about writing a white paper and putting it on LinkedIn yesterday. You can do a ton of shit, but we have to shift our marketing mindset in this space from being advertisers to being media companies.